Hi folks, an oil painting. I hadn't planned to do this, so somebody on knees, bended knees, asked if I do one. I only do them to please myself. I have to say, I've spent 8 years pleasing everybody else, trying to do watercolours and the acrylics and oils, but I've been enjoying doing my acrylics. So I'm going to work from one I did on the acrylic, but I'm going to do an oil painting based on that, but I'm not going to copy it. I really do enjoy doing these acrylic ones. But anyway, I've got a piece of canvas paper here, and I've gessoed it just to fill up some of the holes. It's quite rough, and it's in the drying of the gesso. It's just wrinkled a little bit, so to bear with me with that. Right, I'm just squeezing out some paint. I'm using 4 colours, and white and Payne's grey. So there is a bit of titanium, 2 bits of titanium white, one Winsor & Newton, and the other one Griffin, the alkyd resin based paint. It's quite expensive, but I only buy oils now in 200ml. Is it 200ml tubes? Yeah, 200ml, or 220 with grade around. I've got, have we got cadmium yellow? It's cadmium yellow, it's not pale, is it? Yeah, pale hue. Yellow ochre, ultramarine. Oh, I haven't put out my red. And a bit of cad red. I was looking for a lighter red, but I haven't got any in my collection. So I'll put a bit of red there. And my fast growing favourite colour, pigment, is Payne's grey. But I don't term those as colours, they are opposites. They're almost black with white, but these are the colours. These are the sort of neutrals, I suppose you call them. Right, brushes, I'm going to use this brush, and I'm going to use quite a bit of stipple for these. So I'll get my stipple brushes ready. And I've got some liquid, which is a fast drying oil, medium, Winsor & Newton. Right, okay, so let's do a bit of a drawing of that. So we'll I'll do it in pencil. Fairly low horizon. Bit of a scarp going here. And some landscape at the back here coming forward, but I won't put a pond in. I just want to do this one. Sky, well, let's just go for it. Not bit of that, bit of that, bit of that. We'll just let that to sort of take, and we'll go back into it. I've got my rag on the floor. Got a cup of tea, which I mustn't forget to drink, as I often do. It does smell a bit. I stopped really using petrochem based dryers, cleaners, blah blah. It doesn't do you any good. They are deadly. I don't suppose anybody's shot dead from them, but so when you've got COPD, as I have, it's best to use linseed oil, derivatives, or even walnut oil. As long as it dries in a reasonable amount of time. I'm not using any linseed though. I just want to get this done quick now. Let's have a bit of yellow ochre, touch of liquid. Let me just put in some of this. I want the light horizon so that I can counterchange the trees on the top of this scarp. There's such a bit of red in there. There's a touch. Right, I'll go back to that, I think. Oh, we'll blend some of this. It'll be better when I put the landscape in, when I do the tops of those escarpments. A bit of blue in. Okay, that's enough of that for the moment. We'll go back to that, make it more solid. But I want to get that colour. Let's just get that down here. More sharp there, and a bit in there. Right. Right, let's get some paints around there. The main difference between oil and acrylic is the speed of drying. Right, okay, let's can blend it a bit now. We'll put a bit of green. My greens are mixed from basically Payne's grey and cadmium yellow, or cadmium yellow pale, or you can make them with blue, red and yellow, the three primaries. But either way, I want them quite light at the moment. It's there's a bit of blend in there. Got to go back over this. I'm just waiting for it to dry off a bit, so that I can just do a bit of blending, put some more sky and more clouds and contrast. So I clean my brush like that. Just put it through some good toweling, not new. I mean, I scrounge mine from friends, so that rather than getting rid of old towels, give them to me. I'll stipple over this. Right. Right, we'll put in some just putting those trees in. Let's get a different. So you could dispense with Payne's grey really when you're using 3 primaries. Try and get some reasonable shapes in your trees. Look, that's no black or no Payne's grey in there. We'll do some fainter ones. Put some in here behind that. Just put in a few greens, foliage in here. Right. Now we'll put in some stipple in that. Could a bit of light in here. Right, stipple. So I use that brush. It's a nice one. Put it into the liquid, and we want red. Yeah, all these colours. Bit of black or a bit of Payne's grey. Bit of red. No, not like that. Don't want to stipple up there. Right, just coming into some light. Well, I'll see if we can warm that foreground up a little bit. Right, I need to just get some lighter colour in there. I'll use the main brush for that. So in acrylic, this would all be dry. I'll be fighting the dryness. Right, I'll just make trees out of a bit of Payne's grey. Payne's grey is a great shortcut, but I don't want. I start the sentence and I forget what I was going to say. Well, those look like trees. Right, I'm trying to make that look like trees. It's not quite so easy. Oh, that's gone wrong there. Oh, I can't make them look like trees. Right, let's let that go off a bit. I'll go back onto this sky. Give the brush a good clean. I asked my friends for toweling, but as often as not, I get a lot of linen, and linen is actually no good with this. It doesn't clean your brushes. Well, it does if that's what you want, but I'm pulling the pigment out of the brush rather than sticking it into some cleaning fluid. At the end, I give them a good wash with fairy liquid, washing up liquid. It's perfect. I'm going to get that light coming through there that I've got in my previous one. Right, there we go. Just wafted across the sky. I'd like to really blend that, so I'll just try blending. It's a bit obvious. I want the main light coming through here. But with that alkyd resin sort of mixing in everything, I'm not trying for realism, I'm trying for abstract. Yeah, so I'm not very good at the abstract yet. So I'm doing all the acrylics so that I can develop a body of work to see how I can even get a sort of a semi-abstract feel. I only ever paint alla prima now. It's I do all my stuff for YouTube. There's a limit to how long I want to spend on a painting. About 45-50 minutes of it maximum. Otherwise I get bored. Get a bit more dark in there. Right, now I'm going to leave that sky. I just can't do the blended sky at the moment with this in the time, so we'll just develop here. Put nothing more trees in there. Now I need a focal point. Well, these are sort of focal points, so I'll put another one of those. The Payne's grey. Oh, let's just put a little bit of a just get a bit of counter change. Right, oh, there's no detail in that, other than shapes. We can let's get some bit of more light in there. Should come down a little bit further with that tree because it's supposed to be big. Let's get a bit of sort of a lightish colour in there. Right, that's what I'm going to do on that one. I'm going to dismantle it, all my stuff here, and I'm going to take the masking tape off. So I haven't finished my tea. Lovely. It's got under the tape there. Well, there we are. So I don't think I've got a frame that would go in. I'll put it in a mount. Just so it's just a bit too big for the frame, or the frame is. Oh, why not we? Oh well, bit different, isn't it? Yeah. Well, there's a little landscape for you. I don't want to do buildings. I'm sick of buildings, doing Venice paintings for a year. So all I want to do is go back to my roots, which is landscape, and try to abstract it in some way. I'm going to clean my hands out. But that all of this will come off with the fairy liquid. Wonderful stuff. So I've only used 2 brushes. I think, yeah, 2 brushes. So just those 2 brushes. So you can't fiddle and fuss around with large brushes. That's my motto, or my thought for the day. Use large brushes you can get away with. That way you can't fiddle. I mean, I could try and put branches and trunks in, but why? Why? They don't have to go in. People can use their imagination on what to put in, and everybody will see something different in a painting. And everybody is an art expert. Have you noticed? Oh, I like art, but I don't like that. Right, okay, folks. I'm going to get this uploaded for you, and we're going to go out to visit a sick relation. Bye bye.